Hello, welcome to another monster of a video.
Dreamer Cards TV.
If you like old movies, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And don't forget to click the like button to preserve our movie heritage for future generations. According to an article in the technology magazine Wired, modern society is forgetting things faster than ever before. Thanks to Google uploading thousands of books online, boffins like Jean-Baptiste Michel have been able to analyse topics, and Michel has found out that the life cycle for pop culture fashion fads has become shorter and shorter, which isn't hard to believe if you watch programmes like Pop Idol and The Voice. And that leads me neatly onto some of the first ever movie celebrities from the dawn of our celebrity-obsessed world. The funny thing is that our modern society has forgotten its own past that moulded and shaped it in the first place. Our society seems to be suffering from a consumerist pop culture amnesia and short attention span. Here we have some really early movie cards that were issued around 1915. It includes Hollywood pioneers like Thomas H. Ince, who was one of the first ever movie directors to move out to California, building Inceville Studios, laying the foundations for future Hollywood movie studios. And yet, sadly, like so many of those movie pioneers who made Hollywood what it is today, he's been largely forgotten. But that's where us YouTubers come in. We can write them back into the history books of time by uploading our YouTube videos. This blogger couldn't have put it any better. What fascinated me were not those cards bearing pictures of celebrities who remain familiar to us today, but those for whom posterity hasn't been so generous. It's much more interesting fighting for those underdogs. Is it any wonder their stars don't shine so brightly anymore when nearly 80% of the original silent movie reels have long since disintegrated or were thrown away as new technologies came along? It's a bit ironic that in many cases all that remains of these luminaries are humble trade cards like these that were freely given away with 20th century products, early 20th century products. The great thing about cards like these is that as well as displaying beautiful pictures on the fronts, they also have a wealth of information on the backs, detailed mini biographies waiting to burst out. Please feel free to pause or rewind this video so that you can read the backs in your own time. Many of the films and details mentioned on the backs might not even be listed on the movie website or Wikipedia. Perhaps you'll be like an armchair Indiana Jones, exploring those text mazes and secret description pathways to find those hidden nuggets of information to fill in the missing blanks. When they opened Tutankhamun's tomb for the first time ever, in 3,000 years, his glitzy possessions inspired a worldwide fashion revolution in the Roaring Twenties. Perhaps showing you these nearly 100-year-old cards could trigger a similar pop culture revolution if seen by budding fashion designers, modelers, artists and period drama costume designers. As Winston Churchill once said, the further into the past you look, the further forward into the future you will see, because the most creative people continually mash up elements from the past and present to create the future. Now that you've seen that video, you're just a click away from my many other vids. Vote for your favourite silent movie comedian. And who is the ultimate 1920s flapper? Out of Clara Bow and Louise Brooks, those movie gods and goddesses helped spread new social attitudes, fashions, and increase the adoption of technology in the motor car. Click on the third image to see some of the greatest Roaring Twenties icons adorned in the most creative and imaginative fashions of that time. And click on the fourth image to see how 1920s fashions and hairstyles are still worn by fashionistas today. And I've done a whole host of other videos of original 1920s relics that feature artwork and photos. for all you budding movie directors, artists and fashion designers to get inspiration and ideas. Well, who knows what you might become in the future. Thanks for watching and rating my videos, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel.